music going on, but we're double broadcasting over here onto YouTube, and YouTube don't like me to have. Oh, look, there's no monitor on that. YouTube don't like me to have music, so let's hang on. Let's fix a couple of things here, because I'm gonna do some different stuff. Is this what space sounds like before launch? Delete that one. Camera scene. And then add. So I'm trying here using NDI, not even not even OBS on the stream on the game machine, just straight up NDI, which should give me some advantages, but it's also far from perfect. And I am having real problems with the sound, still having problems with the sound. All right, let's talk about what we've got going on here. First up, g'day everybody out there in Twitch land. How are you doing? I am Juspar. I'm a variety streamer. Today we're going to open the stream with rugby, as we usually do on a Monday. And then I'm also going to unbox a new toy I got. I have an Azeron. And we'll talk about what that is once we've done with the rugby. It was a busy weekend, both in terms of rugby and just I was busy, life was busy, and so I didn't watch any of the Farah Palmer Cup. I did not watch any of the women's rugby, and sort of a little bit feel guilty about that. But there it is. It is yeah. So there were what 6 games this weekend. Yeah, 6 games this weekend. Taranaki played Tasman at home in the Naki, and Tasman come up across the Cook Strait and won that one. The women's teams, the North Harbour team, my home team, and my chosen location of support, Wellington, played up in I don't know Albany probably. And Wellington won that one 10-28. Canterbury women smashed the counties Manukau women at home in Christchurch 62-21. The Volcano, the Volcanics, who I still haven't figured out where they're from. You'd think I'd be able to figure it based on what we've got going on here. They're not Northland, they're not Northland, they're not North Harbour, they're not Auckland. Are they Waikato? Volcanics seems like a weird name for the Waikato. No, Waikato women are Waikato women. And I don't see that they even played this weekend. Taranaki, Tasman Harbour, Wellington, Canterbury, Manukau, Auckland, Otago, Northland, Manawatu, Hawke's Bay. Doesn't even look like the Waikato women played this weekend. So there must be at least 13 teams, which is impressive because I didn't think there were that many women's teams in at this level. Anyway, whoever the Volcanics are, they travelled to Auckland and they lost 30-104. I'm glad somebody in Auckland is winning. Otago hosted the Northland women. That would have been pretty chilly down there for the Northland women. 48-15. Otago won that one. Otago, Dunedin, it probably would have been played at Forsyth Bar Stadium, so it would have been under the roof there. Manawatu Cyclones. The men's team is the Manawatu Turbos. There's a lot of wind power in the Manawatu. So Cyclones and Turbos. The Cyclones beat my women's Hawke's Bay team, the Tui. The Hawke's Bay Tui went down 73-5 against the Cyclones. Where does that leave the standings? Split. I love this. I love this promotion relegation. Championship teams, Otago sitting on top with 3 played, 3 wins. Wellington and 3 bonus points as well, so 15 points for the 3 games so far. Wellington won 2, lost 1 with 4 bonus points. So they have 12. That's great bonus points to have on a loss, to be able to pull off 2 bonus points. That's excellent. It's those bonus points that save the day at the end of the season. Northland sitting on 2 wins, 1 loss with 2 bonus points for 10 points. Tasman on 5, Taranaki on 1 to make up the championship. Premiership, Canterbury are sitting at the top, 3 played, 3 wins, 3 bonus points, 15 points. Auckland 2 played. They've had a bye, 2 played and 2 bonus points. So they're at maximum points along with Canterbury. Canterbury have just played an extra game. Manawatu Cyclones 3 played, 2 wins, 2 bonus points for 10 points. So same points as Auckland. Auckland have played 1 less game. Counties and Waikato both sitting on 7 points, with Waikato having a bye this week, so they've only played 2 games. Counties have played 3 games. Both of them got 1 win for 7, and the Volcanics and the Tui sitting on the bottom of the table there. So I really got to find time to watch more women's rugby, but honestly, there is just so much rugby at the moment. It is very difficult because the greatest competition in world rugby and club rugby around the world is playing right now, and that is the New Zealand NPC. I wish these guys did a promotion relegation. That would be good. Actually, so would Super Rugby. Super Rugby, if we could expand my dream. My dream would be to expand Super Rugby to the entire Pacific Rim. So let's get Argentina in there, let's get Japan in there, let's get Canada in there, let's get the USA in there, and have a promotion relegation where we're all playing each other. We're relatively close on time zones because we're all inside, all at the Pacific Rim there. There is still a big gap between, the Argentina, the Americas and the Australasias. The Pacific Ocean is a big place, but anyway, that's not the competition we're talking about. And the NPC is not a promotion relegation either. I just wish it was. This week, Southland went to the Bay of Plenty and won against the Bay. Has the Hawke's Bay of Plenty game happened yet this season? I don't think it has. So neither of them can claim the title, or maybe both of them can claim the title. The Bay of Plenty lost at home to Southland. Hawke's Bay then lost at home to Canterbury. That was a rough game to watch. Waikato went up by 1 point over Taranaki at the death. Oh my goodness, that was a game. There was some rugby played there. That was excellent. Taranaki at home against Waikato. That was a really good game. Some standouts. Josh Jacob is just he's the future of tens in New Zealand rugby. I think Harry Godfrey's pretty good as well. Love is the future of the tens. He's not playing NPC because he's in the All Black camp, even though he's not getting time, which is, I think that's bad. You've got your number 3, your number 3 first 5/8 in the country. The whole country is playing NPC rugby except for the All Blacks, and your number 3 is not playing at all because he doesn't make either the bench or the starting lineup, and he's not released to go and play back at home for his NPC team either. It's a bad look. It's not good for him. It's not good for his progress and staying fresh. But Josh Jacob, the 10 for Taranaki, looked really good, but it's really hard to go up against Aaron Cruden and Lima Sopoaga, who were the 2 10s for Canterbury, for Waikato, and they're both ex-All Blacks. That's a tough one. Tasman travelled to North Harbour. Well, that was the same game as the women's game, I think. No, it wasn't. No. But Tasman put the sword to North Harbour there. I don't know why. I've never been a big supporter of North Harbour. I should. It's like literally where I'm from. It's my home. I feel more affinity for Auckland. The North Harbour Union didn't exist when I was young. And by the time I decided to really support somebody through like my own choices, it was Wellington, not Harbour. Northland came down to Auckland, down to Eden Park. In fact, they're playing at the Temple, and Auckland just got beat up by Northland. The Taniwha were on fire. Chris Evans, no, not Chris Evans, Corey Evans. Chris Evans is an actor, somebody else completely. Doesn't play a lot of rugby. Corey Evans looked fantastic for Northland. Northland had a bunch of standouts, actually. It was a really good game from them. And then Counties went down to Dunedin to play Otago, where they lost 33-19. I didn't see that game, but Manawatu over Wellington. That was a rough game to watch. Wellington looked good most of the time, but not good enough. Manawatu have Nani Lamapi back. It's Manawatu and Wellington are both feeder teams for the Hurricanes, which is really at the heart of it, my team. So I could quite happily support Manawatu with Brendan Yossi and Nani Lamapi back from overseas and straight into the Turbos lineup. He just showed his class there. He showed the reason why he was an All Black. That's great to have him back in the country. Where does that leave the teams on the ladder? That leaves Canterbury sitting on top with 4 played, 4-1. 2 bonus points. The bonus points are harder to come by in the men's game than in the women's game, apparently. So 2 bonus points for Canterbury. They're sitting on 18 with a perfect win-loss record. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams with 4 played and 3 wins. 3 of them have 3 bonus points, 2 of them have 2 bonus points, so they're split on 15 and 14 points, and that is like the top half of the table. Or Bear Plenty with 4 and 2. I'm not sure why they go ahead of they go ahead of Manawatu, who also have 4 and 2, and Northland, who are 4 and 2. Bear Plenty and Manawatu both have 3 bonus points, but Bear Plenty go into the top half by virtue of having a better points differential. Harbour at the bottom, Counties underneath us, Auckland way down, and Wellington only just above them. Auckland's last year's winners. That's crazy. That's just crazy. They got a really young team, though. Like, really young team. Like, nobody stayed around for whatever reason. That team is fresh. Super fresh. Canterbury on track for another one. Perennial winners of these competitions, whether it's Super Rugby or NPC. I guess I better start supporting. Well, Hawke's Bay's still in there. The Bay's still in there. They're my second NPC team that I stand behind. So they're up there with 4 wins, 3 losses. They've got a shot at this. They're within cooey of Canterbury. So that was the NPC. That was the domestic club competition rugby, women's and men's rugby in New Zealand that's going on right at the moment. 14 teams in the NPC, the National Provincial Championship. 13 teams in the Farah Palmer Cup, but they've got a promotion relegation system. We've just got a single table in the men's game. And I'm a little bit jealous of the women's game for that. I think that's a much better structure. I think we should do something better about drafting these young kids. But they don't play college rugby. Colleges are just another club that will compete against other clubs, non-education clubs. And they get drafted, and then they get picked up or brought down, and by they get promoted through their local club system to get into the local NPC team, or they get scouted and dragged away. But there's no point at which they suddenly become available to be drafted, which is the only problem with the drafting system in New Zealand rugby. Is that, like, when would you draft them? Because they're not like tied up with college football until for 4 years, and then they suddenly become available for the full professional game. They are available straight out of high school. So the timing of drafting would be difficult, but promotion relegation, I think, is absolutely necessary for the NPC. All right, now let's look at the Rugby Championship. This is the big games from the weekend. The big games being the international games. This is New Zealand, South Africa, Australia, and Argentina playing in a four-way round robin only, no playoffs, with four teams. It's a bit silly to have playoffs for the Rugby Championship. Last weekend, both of the visitors upset the home teams. The Australians upset the South Africans, and that was a shock. The New Zealanders upset the Argentinians, and that was, I suppose, the New Zealand winning was not a surprise, but honestly, the way that the Argentinians played was. It's funny with the Argentinians, right? We go into them; they're a good team. They can beat anyone on their day. They've beaten everybody in the last year. Last 2 years, like any team that you could name on the international roster, they have beaten them. Argentina have beaten them in the last 2 years. But when you go into a match thinking, "Oh shit, Argentina strong, they're really gonna come at us this time," then they're just weak and off their game. And then they have a game like that, and you go, "Oh well, apparently they're off the boil and they're nothing much this year after all." Then this week they go and beat the All Blacks. So, this week, indeed, the South Africans did beat the Australians at home in South Africa. They should have, but it was far from convincing. Australia missed out on the bonus point just at 30-22. Australia looked good, but not amazing. They certainly weren't robbed of the game in any way. South Africa were the better team, but only a little bit better. New Zealand were bad. 3 yellow cards. In fact, 2 of those yellow cards had some crossover. So there was a point for about 5 minutes there when New Zealand was playing 15 players against 13. But they handled that fairly well. They went into the half at 13 all. And then there was another yellow card later, and just not good. Just not good play. The Argentinians looked excited and passionate, but they weren't exactly playing phenomenal rugby either. At 52 months, Cobes. Man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, and welcome. At 29-23, it was a similar scoreline to the South Africa-Australia game.
Yeah.
A similar scoreline to the South Africa-Australia game, but the difference is only 6 points instead of 8 points, and 7 points is the cutting line for getting a bonus point. So, New Zealand last week got a win with a bonus point, and this week they got a loser's bonus point. So they are going to be top of the table there with 6 points. Australia and New Zealand, everybody played 2, won 1. That's just crazy. And they played 2 games. Australia played 2 games in South Africa, and New Zealand played 2 games in Argentina. Then New Zealand will have 2 games at home against South Africa. Those are coming up. No games this weekend. All the teams will move around. They'll relocate. South Africa come to New Zealand for 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes. But honestly, 6 points, 5 points, 4 points, 4 points. There is nothing in the Rugby Championship this year. And woe betide anyone who ever goes into a game underprepared for the opposition, because any team here could win this competition. The Argentinians, I don't believe, have ever won the Rugby Championship, and it's been a long time since the Australians have. But the Australians are really on a rise under their current coach, their newish coach. They have been improving steadily. They're getting results against South Africa in South Africa. They've got injuries. Had they not had injuries from last week and injuries during the opening minutes of this week's game, they lost 2 star players early in this week's game. It might have been different. South Africa are not looking at South Africa's best, and that's good. Because South Africa are strong and absolutely dominant when they are on their game. They are not 2 times World Cup winners. They are not the current world champions, World Cup winners, and on a 2 on the trot winning streak as well for no reason. So good on the South Africans. Props to what they've been doing of late, but well done to Australia to be able to go over there and beat them and then contain them on the second game, even though it was not a win. All right, so that's the rugby. We're done with the rugby. It's really exciting. I love rugby. I love this season. We got domestic, the NPC's on, and the rugby championships on. It's fantastic. Now, here's my little toy that I just got hold of. I got an Azeron. Now, Azeron is one of these funky. Here, look, there's the quick guide. One of these left hand for your keyboard and mouse games, but it's a left hand that's got keyboard stuff and joystick and keyboard keys that are mappable. They're all in super easy reach, so no moving your hands around. I hate it when the X and Z buttons are important buttons for like dodging and parrying and stuff like that, man. You can't get to those things while you're using the WASD to move. That's dumb. But where else would you put them? So we have an Azeron. With a USB-C cable. Just a little worried I don't have enough USB-C ports on my computer. That is a little wee screwdriver for making the adjustments, and there's some screws and thumbstick ends. All right. Release screws before adjusting, it says. That's right. Oh, I got myself the Cyborg, the little one. There's a bigger one that has more risers up here by the fingers, so you can add additional you have additional buttons on the full size one. I think I'm going to struggle with managing the number of buttons that are on this one, so I didn't feel it necessary to get the big one. And I also have buttons on the side of my mouse, so I have some additional options there. So this will, well, those move super freely. All right, wow. Oh, I can't. Well, that's not good. Where did that come? Oh, that's just cardboard. Whew. So your hand just sits on it like that. You've got buttons in here. That's a button. 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 You got a stick on the side. There's a and that looks like another stick, more almost like a D-pad stick up there. And then buttons up here as well for your thumb. So you've got so many buttons. But the thumb has the stick and 2 buttons on it, and your fingers have 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons on each one. That's just right there. And your little finger and pointer finger also have an outside button. Release screws before adjusting. So don't just try and jam it into place. These are the screws here, which I can't see real good with these glasses on. But I will probably just play with it as it's come out of the box initially. Yes, indeed, Alicia. Cockpit upgrade. That's a great description of the thing. All right. What does the guide say? Guide says, really, Justin, you need to do something about your eyes. 1. Thumb rotation. Rotate the thumbstick 5-way switch part. 2. Thumb angle. 2. 1, 2. Oh, I don't have that one. There's another button that goes on the front of it here, like a dial, a spin option. If you've if you've got the full size one, which I don't. Three tower tops. Okay, the tower tops I do not have. 4, the tower distance. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. That's indicating the screws. Okay, so which one adjusts the distance? This is the one that adjusts the distance, distance. And that's why they give you that funky screwdriver with it as well. So you can then dial in all of the lengths of these so that they are perfectly sized for your hands. You know, exactly what is necessary for it to be super comfortable for you. And this shows me angles and distances and which screws to adjust for angles this way, distance this way. Lovely. Just lovely. Oh, there is a dial there. I just didn't see it. Huh. What is... That is... Oh, that's not a dial. That is for adjusting the angle on the thumbstick here. It looks like a dial. Maybe if I loosen it, then it will click around in like fixed degree increments. Cool. Now I just got to figure out where to plug it in. Where's the there it is. Oh, it's USB-C on this end. It's USB-B on the other end. All right, well, let's get that plugged in. Hey, buddy Wayne. Sorry, you said that. Oh, you only said that a couple of minutes ago. Hopefully you're still here. G'day out there in YouTube land. I've just unpacked my new Azeron. I'll get that plugged in here and fix my camera. And then we will play us some alters, but I'm going to play it with the Azeron, so it might be a little ugly. It might be a little ugly as I figure out how to use this new controller. Okay. Banged me head. Okay, let's put these glasses on. Let's switch to that camera setup. And again, I apologize. I do not know what is happening with the sound. We may get sound. We may not. I am thinking of moving to a video capture card at this point instead of NDI, because I am so frustrated with what is happening with the sound at the moment. Maybe I need to do a full uninstall of both NDI and OBS and restart. Yeah, it's frustrating, and I cannot figure out what the source problem is. How do I map these things? It's a good idea to uphold production for such items as radiation filters, food, and repair kits. Oh yeah, yeah. I got mouse control and stick control at the same time. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but excellent. Definitely need to adjust these things because my hand is short. Oh, that's floppy. That stick is floppy. Where's the shift gonna be? That's no good there. Ooh, everything's loose. Yes, definitely gonna have to. I gotta set all the key commands up. Okay. Oh, so that's an X. It recognizes this as a controller. Interesting. Gonna have to use all three of them now. Let's talk about Lena. Oh, that's right. I made some mistakes here. Yes, I have a theory. Started when I convinced her not to move, but not. I was sad about selling the house. Is that what I did last time? And it. Oh, That's right. So last time, I forgot this. Last time I said, okay, I'm out of here. That's the end of the day. I'm going to wrap up now. And so the end of the day is the automatic save point. But you have to sleep. You have to wake up. Waking up is the automatic save point. I got to the very end of the day, said goodbye to you all, and then quit the game and lost all of the last day. I think it was about selling the house. Go to freaking space. There we go. We learned reliance. Skipping this stuff because we did it all last time. Oh, and I missed Thursday, guys. I am so sorry. I got in the middle of doing a project, and it was a Thursday, which is a change for a streaming day. It was a little off for me, and I had my kid here. It was just everything was up. Messed up, and my head wasn't in the right space. I didn't even realize it was supposed to be a streaming day until 8:30. Um, so what do we got here? Gather enough organics to fuel the base and start the engines. No. I want you. Assignments. If there's nothing. Oh, you can go to the kitchen. Did I upgrade the building? I didn't upgrade the building. All right, we got it all done. We should go. Are you sure you want to start the journey? You still have some unfinished business in the base. If you move now, the botanist won't help you out with Lena. Oh, okay, we're not going to go yet then. Okay, in that case, we're going to expand the base. And when I did that, I moved a bunch of stuff around, if I remember correctly. Social room is going to require more metal and more minerals. What else have we got that we promised? Call Lena. I've already built it. We're done. Sure do. Yep, we got a greenhouse. I know. Okay, bye. From now on, you can grow polymers directly in the greenhouse module. Well, I mean, we don't need to worry about that. What if I build a second arc? What is it going to take to build a second arc? Rupidium, 120. We're actually really close to that. Metals, 30. We're actually really close to that. But we need 40 for the social room. I actually think this is doable. I think we can do both of these things. Let's get the social room up first. We have a workshop, a greenhouse, a refinery, a dormitory. Don't have an infirmary, could do with that. Don't have any medium storages, but I don't think it's worth it. Small storage is 120. Oh, it's 2 stories tall. A medium storage is only 1 story tall. It's a lot longer, a lot wider, but it doesn't. I can't see that. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's twice the size, a total of twice the size, but it's all on one level. Now, if I put storages here, that's actually a pretty good use of some otherwise useless space. Well, let's rearrange everything. Let's put the main elevator up on the other side of the... You end up with the same problem, it's just in a different place. Where's the kitchen? There's the kitchen. The dormitory should be close to the kitchen. What do we think? And let's put a... Let's swap. So that's the length of a medium there. There are 4 mediums, which is 480 storage, 4 smalls, which is 480 storage. What's the price on them? Small storage. If I recycle 2 small storages, I can build 1 medium. Oh, there's not enough storage space. I can't... There's not enough storage space. Okay. To build a medium before I can tear down the smalls. Okay. Did that all save? It didn't all change. Okay, good. Of course, all the rooms that I was standing in are now rearranged around me. Metals, minerals, machinery. I need rupidium. I don't have a rupidium mine. Rupidium is going to have to be tomorrow. Those guys are still out there? We're not still on crunch, are we? I turned the crunch... Oh, I didn't turn the crunch off. Come on in, boys. I don't want you getting all burned up. All right, well, that's what I didn't do at the end of last stream, was to sleep. So now we're back up to where we left, although we have actually done some additional things. Somehow we fit a bunch more stuff in. All right, sunrise in 3 days. That's okay. Oh, and we have a new altar as well. Because he looked at us. I don't know, my dreams, I've never sort of realized I was in a dream when I was dreaming, but they are weird. Like they're all disconnected and there's no like flow to a dream in the way there is in real life. Jan Dolsky. Sunrise Count Alpha is like pre-flight checks, ready to see what this altar brings to the when you dive in. Yes. Yes, the 3 day countdown, like we're ready to go. We're just holding out to complete a couple of missions. Sorry, man. Okay. Did we get enough to build anything? Social room. We are still short on the social room. We still need some more minerals and more metals. Assignments. Yarn is on base maintenance. Technician is on base maintenance. Yarn miner can go out at the metals outpost. The scientist can go to the minerals outpost. The botanist can go to the organics outpost. And I am going to go and see what I can pull up for rupidium. Oh, never seen that happen before. All right, what do we got for these things that try and scrag me as I go by? The interals. Not seeing much in the way of surface rupidium here. Can't get through there. Ah, there's some. Nice. 106. Need to get it to 120. Picking up the ones on the ground is definitely preferable because it takes no time at all. But they are only 3 at a time. Well, bugger. No more there. There's no more anywhere. $31. 31 minerals. I think 31 minerals is enough. I think it was 30. Alicia, do you remember what it was for building? Actually, I don't even remember what. There might have been 2 things that needed, so I don't even know what question to ask you there. Bother. I can't get down that way. Well, that was close. That one was chasing me. Almost didn't get it before it got me. Okay, so you can come off that. Base maintenance. The Gotta put away the illuminator before I can do another thing. Rupidium arc, we are just short on the rupidium itself. For the social room, we need 30 minerals, which I now have 60, and the rupidium arc doesn't need any. Let's build a medium storage, and then let's destroy 1, 2 storages, and then let's build a medium storage and destroy another 2 small storages. Let's build that social room, which will go there. That's a long way around to get to the greenhouse. We don't really want that. Hmm. I don't want those all the way over there either. That's a bad place for them. And I got no, and I haven't got somewhere to put that thing there now. Then I guess I'm just gonna put that. How's that look? That looks good, I think. I think we have the same total storage as we had before. We definitely do with more storage. I need 11 more rupidium to be able to build another arc. I have enough metals to build another medium storage though. So let's build another medium storage. I'm gonna need another elevator. Now, the only thing I'm missing to build another rupidium arc is 11 rupidium. I've got no minerals, but that's okay. And I've got enough metals. I can move the metals mine onto the rupidium, get the rupidium that I need. We'll leave somebody mining. Minerals assignments. On shift minerals. We've got enough metals. So he can come off that. He can come off that. Minerals guy can become the miner. The botanist can go to work in the greenhouse. The scientist can go to the workshop. No, I don't want the scientist to go to the workshop because we might be short on materials there. He can go to just the research lab. And production. Do we have anything queued up for research? We don't have anything queued up for research. Don't have any other planetary stuff, so I can't research those things. I could research a gym. An anomaly shield. Cheaper crafting. Let's go with cheaper crafting. Okay, so a scientist can go to work on those two things. I do have a planetary sample. I could add one. Okay, we have more storage space than we have had in the past. And I need to go to the rupidium mine. No, I need to go to the metals mine and recover it and turn it into a rupidium mine. Why can't I put the rupidium mine down there? What's going on? What's going on? Why is that mine not good? I need that rupidium. What's happening there? No, I need you somewhere more useful, like the kitchen. Why can't I place a rupidium mine? Oh, thank goodness. That was stressing me out. It was just a little glitch. All right, we just need 11. We need to get to 120. Incoming radiation. We got to 120 though, so we're good. Hmm. I guess that dead space is going to be dead space, and we're just going to have a single elevator that goes all the way top to bottom. Smaller dead space if I put the elevator on the other side. Journey cost 375. We got 2 rupidium arcs. We've built a social room. So I put the social room opposite the dormitory and below the kitchen and greenhouse. So we should now be able to go there and play beer pong with the technician as promised. Not going to get dinged for not doing things in time again. Points. Build a second Rapidia mark. Playing beer pong with an altar in the social room is a great way to improve his mood. If you win the game, the altar will be motivated. If you lose or skip it, he will have fun. Either way, you win. Oh, I see. Had the angle right, but I didn't throw hard enough. Nice. Hell yeah. Definitely getting drunk. Oh, it was close. Uh-oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh la la.
Good game. Wait, are you not seeing... What? Why are you not seeing... Why are you not seeing the feed? You're killing me, NDI. You're killing me. Why do we not see the full screen game here? Wait, it's frozen as well. It's not even actually up to date. Oh my goodness. So it's NDI Studio shows the information, shows that it's getting the game feed. Why does the NDI source not match what NDI Studio says that the source should? God. So NDI Studio shows it and shows it correctly. So you got no sound, you got no game sound, and we've got no game video at the moment either. And well, I bet we haven't had the whole time through. So frustrated. I deleted the source, and I should try creating a new source. I don't even know where that went. It's got no content, so oh, Ah, short on organics now. Just a smidgen, but short nonetheless. All right, so we're going to end the day. Actually, I'm going to end the day and end the day there because of these problems. Sunrise is in 2 days. It'll take me no time at all to get the organics and leave. But if I start it now, then I can't save it. I gotta finish the day. So I am. I'm gonna bail out of here. Frustrated. It's not exactly late, but I've played the whole damn stream with nothing on the screen. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Hug your loved ones. Stay curious.